like to have a thought of the day. I don't even know where to begin. I don't really like having these conversations. I don't like having these topics, but you know, the reality of things are, you know, reality's not an option. Things we just have to address. You know, I get a message around 3 a.m. Yesterday about one of my aunts, or I think my cousin actually. I've always looked at her as an aunt, you know, because she was older than me. But she's my cousin. She's no longer with us, you know, and I really don't know what I think or how I feel about it, you know, because I mean I've kind of endured so much loss of my own. It's like I try to be numb to these things, you know. And I had to call my mom this morning and ask her, "My mom, am I feeling normal? Am I normal to feel like this?" And she's like, "It's normal that you're basically numbing yourself because you don't want to feel anything, you know." And I'm like, you know, it just disturbs me because it's like I feel that everything that we put so much energy in is so unimportant. And the things that we're supposed to be putting our energy in is so lacking. Or maybe in my life, I can't speak for other people, but I can only speak for myself. You know, that these are things that I know that I lack in, you know. And it's like, life is so precious, you know. And we're not guaranteed tomorrow, you know. We are not guaranteed tomorrow. And we need to focus on, you know, that happy line that you know, I've had this discussion, you know what I'm saying? That happy line, you know, that, you know, life is not going to stop, you know, life, this is life, you know, and you got to find that little happy line, that straight line of happiness, while you're going through all of this. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm just kind of numb to it, you know, and it's just like what I'm reflecting off of this is less is really more. And whether you know your life is good or your life is bad, you have to find that happiness. You know what I'm saying? And in that happiness, or while you're here, you know, while you're here, breathing, able-bodied, you know, existing, you know, we need to stop focusing on, you know, or let me not say that. Let me stop putting so much energy in things that are immaterial. You know, the material is immaterial. God, that's exactly what I want to say. The material things in life are immaterial. Period. It's kind of like, you know, this, you know, maybe I give off the wrong image. You know what I'm saying? But that's not who I am. You know what I'm saying? I just work really hard at what I do, and I just strive for perfection. I'm sorry, that's just who I am. You know, but at the end of the day, the material of the thing is immaterial in my heart. Meaning, like, I do things to become a better person, but it doesn't define who I am. You know what I'm saying? Because what good is focusing on the material if you're gone tomorrow? It's immaterial. It means nothing. The only person who's going to benefit from my material is my nieces or my mother when I'm gone. You kind of see what I'm saying? So, I'm sorry guys, I'm not good at this. You know, what I am learning from this from this tragedy that is going on in my family right now is the material is immaterial. Number one. Number two, try to, create positive energy around everybody that you're around. You know what I'm saying? Try to, be something positive in whatever it is that you do, and number, just try to have like a good positive outlook, stance, what you stand for, who you are, be that positive light in people's lives. It doesn't matter what walk of life you're in or where you're from. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter if you're, again, the material doesn't make a difference. I don't judge you. You know what I'm saying? And these are kind of things that I need to unfuck my mind. You know what I'm saying? Into kind of like, produce it. Relationships, if they're wrong, make them right. If you know that you got something negative going on and you know you can make it right, make it right. Even if they tell you to fuck off, who cares? You put your best foot forward. Make it right, because tomorrow is not... tomorrow is finite. The life that my mother said this to me yesterday. It's like she's like, the world that I live in is finite, not infinite. You may look at me as Superman today, but eventually I'm gonna get weaker. I'm gonna hit my throttle, and that's it. You can't, so it's like the world that we live in is finite, limited. There's a term. There's only going to be so much time that I'm going to be good at what I do before I start to where I can't do it anymore, and I'm just burnt out. And that spark in me will no longer be there. I'll just be Dave, the old fart. You know what I'm saying? Live your life to the fullest. I do that already. If you, if I don't give off that energy, then I don't know. Then I don't know what to tell you. I live my life to the extreme. And maybe that's good, and maybe that's bad. I don't know. But that's all I know. But what I'm saying is what I'm trying to get what I'm trying to convey, and what I want you to disseminate is the fact that life is finite. Okay? It doesn't matter whether you're doing good, you're doing bad, you're whatever. Put your best foot forward, take your lumps. You know what I'm saying? If you have a bad relationship with somebody you care about, make it right. You know what I'm saying? And if they tell you to fuck off, you put your best foot forward. And you're like, you know what? I tried. Tomorrow is not for sure. You could be investing all this energy and all these things and all this material trying to be something great. And there's nothing wrong with that. But make sure that you understand that the material is immaterial. You could lose it all tomorrow. And then what? If you're basically defining yourself, contingent upon what people think of you, or you're defining yourself contingent upon the material, it is immaterial. That is a very empty world that you live in. I truly believe from the lessons that I've learned from the death of my families, my father, my stepfather, my grandfather, my uncle, my cousins, my aunts, it's just like, God damn, you start to realize that it's not about me. You start to realize that it's like, man, it's creating memories with people, creating joy, having, being around your friends, your family, things that are priceless. These are immaterial. You know what I'm saying? You cannot put a value on it. You know what I'm saying? You cannot put a value on these things. You cannot put a value on trust. You cannot put a value on, my 23 years of friendship. I can't put a value on my 29 years of friendship. You can't. And if you can, then you're a shitty friend. And maybe you need to reevaluate who you are. I don't know. This is just kind of like revelation that I'm kind of going through as we speak right now. I'm just thinking out loud. This is just who I am. I'm this is what I think. This is what I feel. I'm gonna say this again. Let's just focus. I would just say it is a healthier way of thinking. Is understanding that the fact that we work and we do the things that we do to survive, but it does not define who we are as a person. I have friends of mine that I respect that are way greater in life than I am, and we put a lot of esteem and a lot of value on their accomplishments. You know what I'm saying? But would you still put the esteem and value in them if they didn't have those accomplishments? You need to ask yourself these questions. You know what I'm saying? Would you still want to be around them? You know what I'm saying? Would you still be around when things get, go horribly bad? You got to ask yourself, are you a good friend or you're a shitty one? Are you a good family member or a bad one? I think we all need to kind of sit back and, just kind of take the time to kind of reflect on who we are as a being and kind of see, am I positive? Am I doing the right things? Am I a good friend? Am I a shitty friend? Am I a good family member? Am I a shitty family member? I'm not going to say I'm going to be stupid, I'm not even going to go down that route, but I would just say just make prudent decisions, But I'm going to close on this, Life is short, We work to survive, to have a decent life. But the key thing is to have a decent life. Okay? Having a decent life does not define who you are. Okay? You can have a shitty life. You know what I'm saying? It's that happy line. Were you happy while you were having your shitty life? Were you happy while you were having a good life? Were you happy while you were pursuing a good life and you didn't have one? Were you happy while you had a good life and your shit started going downhill? That's what this shit is all about. Because our lives are finite. We are not infinite. Food for thought.